when I want to catch the man them pan, is the black people them want to get thing there in a Ukraine. Have you seen the news with the black people them in a Ukraine? Where
Watch that.
Yeah, so the white people them is allowed to get on the train, but the black people is not allowed to get on the train. Yeah, so you have how many thousands of black people in one area, but them not allowed to get on the train. You have any take on that?
What the Bible says for what? We're not involved in it.
The thing is, right? First reason why a lot of people put down black people.
Yeah.
Because all of this thing, and this is why I tell some people I don't really deal with this Black History Month. That's not my thing. Because Black History Month only go from Kunta Kinte getting whipped over his back and Malcolm X standing and fighting against racism and all of that. But real black history started from when black people were educated. Black people used to teach the world. Black people, Timbuktu, the Keita dynasty in West Africa, which is the Gold Coast, which is Mansa Musa, which is the Negroes from Ethiopia. They will never tell you about this, and they'll never tell you from the Mughal dynasty where there was a black man that was ruling India. And this is not my word, it's documented in history. Do you know what I mean? Black scientists in America, we used to grow cells for genes.
But even in Europe, right now,
exactly.
there was a black
exactly. So what the thing is, black history only remind you of the whips over your back.
Yeah.
So the rest of the world actually see you as lowly because you see yourself lowly, right?
Psychologically,
yeah, it's psychological. It's psychological because you don't love yourself, you don't respect yourself. But on the other hand, we're not gonna be arrogant and say that we are better than anyone else in that sense.
But was that not how we got tricked in the first place?
People,
by
of course,
being like too nice? That's what I heard anyway.
You can be nice, but you can't be naive.
Yes, that's it.
Do you know what I mean? You can be nice and you can't be naive, because if you look at the British mentality, right, in some sense, a British man will dislike you, but we'll still say thank you.
And smile with you.
He'll still say thank you.
You're right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know, he's angry, but he still thank you. Please, give me my food, please.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So the thing is, it can be nice, but don't be naive.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And if you spot a man from a mile away that someone is against you and someone, you know, they say we have a chip on our shoulder. We have, of course, black people have chips on our shoulders. Of course we do. But it is not us who put it there. Do you understand what I mean? It is placed there upon your shoulders. So if a man coming with racism, if a man being nasty to me, disrespectful to me, automatically I'm thinking, this guy is racist. Do you know what I mean? Because I've seen it through history. But then these people, the reason why these people disrespecting blacks and putting blacks lowly is because it's a thing that's been taught throughout history, reminding these people blacks were slaves. And also reminding black people that you know nobody used to be slaves. Do you know what I mean? So this is why everybody's being rude and disrespectful towards blacks. Do you know what I mean? We can't say they shouldn't be in Ukraine. Why should they not be in Ukraine?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Why can't you go and study Ukraine? Why can't you speak, learn to speak Russian?
Else.
Why can't you speak Slovak? Why can't we speak other languages? Do you know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong with that. Business and a business sense of it, I would love to speak Chinese. I would love to speak Cantonese or Mandarin. So I can do business, I can travel abroad. Do you know what I mean? So that is wrong in the Ukraine.
But there's no one sitting up and speaking about, like, I'm not saying that no one, because the celebrities and that talking about it. But in the political side, no one is saying nothing about it. Like, you're not hearing that in Parliament. You're not hearing nothing about it. It's like it's not even happening.
The only time you will hear it in Parliament is when people stand up and start petitioning. And they send messages around, petition for how many thousand signatures. And that's the difference between with us as well. And because the slavery mentality and the mindset is so embedded in black people, we like to sit and watch things happen. Do you know what I mean? But
brother, I seen the man them kicking up a cat the other day and everyone is getting angry.
Exactly. But look at this, right? I'm not afraid to say this, Bridget. The Ukrainian president is telling civilians
to pick up
arms, right, and to make cocktail bombs, and to go and fight for their freedom.
What kind of nonsense?
Right? But then if Europe and all invades a brown country, with brown people, a black country, if they want to call Chinese yellow people or whatever, and they invade this country, they're fighting for this so-called civilization.
Yeah.
Civilization is not people not civilized.
But I don't cut you, yeah. I seen where people from the UK is now being told that they can take part in the Ukrainian war, and people is actually packing up and go over there. But I don't remember when there was fighting in the Middle East or wherever, and Libya and that, and people was going. They was being classed as terrorists.
There's a lot of people can't come back.
They was being classed as terrorists. So how is it now? The government is telling people to go to Ukraine, and it's okay for you to go there and fight. Yeah. And this country is not even NATO. This country is not even in the EU. You understand? So how is it even connected?
That's the whole thing with politics, innit? I mean, pale skin, blue eyes. You know, I respect my white brothers and sisters who are neutral and open-minded, and I respect the black people who are also neutral and open-minded, because racism is a disease. Racism destroys the world. Do you know what I mean? People are people. Do you know, no matter what. And if we all put together, we work together. If you look at any company, you get black and white. Once they work together, the company is even more successful.
True.
Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, it is all politics, whether it be from capitalism or communism, whatever kind of ism. It can't be a one-sided thing. You know what I mean? It can't be a one-sided thing. Oh, all right. Historically, has anyone have ever heard of the missile crisis or the October crisis in Cuba? Is anyone talking about that?
No, you don't.
All right. This was when Russia, when the US decided to put some missiles in Italy and the surrounding area near Russia. Russia thought, you know what, you doing this, you put in missiles to arm in these places. Why don't I just leave some artillery in Cuba? America said no, and America bombed the hell out of Cuba. Nobody said anything.
No.
Nobody raised, because Cuba is a what kind of country?
It's a
Cuba is
country.
a communist country. So they're not civilized, they're uncivilized, right? But then it is okay now. Ukraine is civilized. I'm praying for Ukraine, right? I am not pro-Russia. I don't give a crap about Russia. I don't give a crap about, but I give a crap about the innocent people who are dying, right? But you can't come with your one-sided thing and your politically motivated thing, because you're pushing your agenda of capitalism upon the rest of the world, and people who are pushing communism on the rest of the world, and it's still the same ism, you know? No one-sided business, brethren.
Yeah, but I not see, cause you see right now when I look on it, brethren, for the how me see the thing is this, black people everywhere them go, even as much as them try them best to try and live, isn't it? Try and live good as possible, brethren, and peaceful with people, then people still, you get me, always take the piss out of black people. Me don't know why, it don't make no sense.
The thing is because, look, if you even say that the Holocaust does not exist, right? If you say that, if you deny the Holocaust, you get 1 year in prison. Not even in jail, in prison.
Where is that? In England?
Anywhere.
Yeah, I know you can't call it out.
Exactly.
But that just goes to show you who's running the place.
Because you're anti-Semitic. But even if you say who's running the place as well, you're more likely that is anti-Semitic. Because the law is passed in such a way, right?
But that just goes to show you, that's what I'm
but that's the thing now. But when it comes to you automatically pushing some people up on the pedestal. You know, these people are better than you. These people, you know, are far more superior than you. Then automatically, the people themselves will believe it, right? And it goes back to that with black people as well. So everybody will start looking down on black people. And people think that the darker you are, is the more you're ugly. Do you know?
And people start believing that in themselves.
And people start believing that, right? People start believing that. But it's because people are blind. They said this, the saying, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. If you behold something, and look at it properly, then you'll see how beautiful it is. If you just see a woman in a nightclub and she look pretty, this is what happening now. Everybody go party in a lip fillers and all of that, and you go in a nightclub and you say, whoa, this is the one I want to marry. Yo, you take her home, chitty bang bang. You wake up the next day, put on the light, it's a completely different person.
Yeah. Makeup gone.
Yeah, taxi. You want a taxi if you get up. Right? So that's the thing now. People are shallow on what they see.
Yeah,
right? So if they see black people, black's not beautiful. But once you start spending time with black people,
you find out
they find out, oh, these people are beautiful. Not only physically, but also mentally.
Yeah,
right? I one time I was working in a place. One of my Pakistani brethren, he came and give us, me and my team, he gave us 6 cans of Coke. It was a hot day. Yeah, he gave us 6 cans of Coke, Coca-Cola, right?
Yeah.
One of my friends, he asked, one of my friends from this country, he asked, he said, why is that guy giving away free Coke? I said, it's because it's a hot day and he's so thirsty. And but why? Why couldn't he sell it? So the mentality of people are different. And this goes back to many black people. We're nice, and sometimes people see us and they think that we're harsh. You know, that's the way we talk and the way we act and the way we walk. But deep down, once they get to the core, they find out that, you know what, these people are genuine.
But even us being out here on the street side, some people don't like the way we talk, some people don't like the way we stand up. And even though this is part of our culture as being Jamaican, not being black, being Jamaican, because this is, whether it was slavery, when the people used to come together through the slave and where a man in time before them go out on the plantation or whatever the thing is. But this is embedded in we. Now, and next thing is the way we kind of reason sometimes. No, I'm not saying that we always have to be arrogant, but that is part of our culture.
All right, look.
Yeah.
Every culture, some cultures are more subtle the way they talk.
Exactly.
You know, you don't find a lot of like Nigerians chilling on the street. You don't see that really, right? But then, if you look at it, maybe in Nigeria it's a different case. Maybe in England they have a different concept, a different way of thinking, right? But if you look at the UK, for example, 1 in every 2 or 1 in every 3 suffering from depression. Right? Why is that? It's because people don't really communicate. Most people, when it comes to socializing, the doctor or the psychiatrist or the counselor, whoever, will tell you to go to these meetings and talk. You talk to people. So everyone is kind of like secluded. They're keeping themselves away from themselves. We didn't grow up that way. We like to talk. We like to express ourselves. We like to get it off the chest.
So if we see you today and you're not being yourself, we know something is wrong.
We know something is wrong. But I will say, let me say this, and this might anger some people. If we as Jamaicans are black people, out on the street and it's productive, right? It's the best thing ever. You have some man, they're not productive. You know, they go with their foolishness and all of that, and then it kick off and then argument and people want to fight and all of that stuff, right? And that's just not socializing. You know, that's just a stupid word. Majority of the time, we have a good laugh.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And in this country, if you can make somebody laugh, Bridget, it's a business. You should be doing stand-up or you should be on TV. You know what I mean? It's everything here that they say.
But then, like you're saying, is some of them find it aggressive, the behavior aggressive, because some of them, they don't used to our culture. But so they find some of our behavior like aggressive, but it's not aggressive.
It's not aggressive.
It's our culture. It's because they don't get the time to know us and know this is part of our culture.
Exactly.
You understand?
But it's not aggressive. But if you switch it up,
something on that. It's written in the Bible, lift up your voice like a trumpet and sound it. You see me? It's written in the... I always come from the Bible in the car. The Bible I believe in more than anything. I believe in the Bible more than this man, that man, you, myself. Because it's the page, when I say it's the prophecy, it's the prophet them write the Bible. So I believe in the Bible. God give them all of these things for right.
Different ways of speaking. I don't cut you still, but when I say still, when you say lift up your voice like a trumpet, you have to be careful how we talk to people. We can't shout all the time.
No, that is true because there's time and place.
Yeah, so you have to, and even the Bible said that the man who raises his voice is like a donkey, ashes of a donkey.
Yeah.
So it depends on the context. But if your voice have to be heard, if you're demonstrating and you want your voice to be heard, then you say enough is enough.
Yes.
Yeah, but when we are together,
the demonstration we should
we demonstrate our preaching.
No, the only demonstration we should be going after the children of Israel is when we are demonstrating about God Himself. When you see the Babylonian thing we are going, like demonstrate Black Road and all them something, the children of Israel have to involve in that. We're not part of this world. So, we live in this world, we are not part of this world.
So we're not too cut from too much of the topics. So we're not man, but we just try.
That was the topic we was
talking about. We know, but we just try. Yeah, we just try to stay more on the. No, you're right, you're not so far, but we just try to stay upon the block.
Yeah, respect.
We just try to stay more upon the block.
The thing is, not all the trees are the same. Yeah. If you look on the tree, them you have different kind of tree, but the tree them do provide oxygen for human beings. And they provide homes for the animals, so they have the benefit. So not because my brother have something where I probably agree with or disagree with, it doesn't mean that we're not from the same the same root. Simple. Yes, I mean I did it. So and everybody I got agree upon the same thing. Well, back to where I said now. You know, politician brethren, they are corrupt, and no human being can tell you right now. They can't say, if you ask them, they say, brethren, show me an honest politician, show me one who never lie, show me one who always truthful, one who's not a thief. They will say, well, none of them are. Yeah, you know what I mean? No politician is. But then, why are you loving them so much, and everything that they tell you, you run and believe? Why is everything that the BBC and everybody tell you run and believe? Do you know what I mean? Man's giving birth. I've seen a man giving birth. It's not physically or scientifically possible, right? But that's what I'm saying. You can't believe everything that these people are saying, and you need to wait up. And not because you dislike a thing. It's not because you dislike a thing or dislike a people. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are right and they are wrong. Yeah, we need to look at the options. We need to look at what is just. Yeah, the people of Ukraine are suffering, right? Why are they suffering? That's what we need to look at. Yeah. Why are the people suffering, and what we can do to help?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not really too much saying that I don't care about the people of Ukraine. You know, what I'm saying is more like about our black people in Ukraine and how they've been treated, and how you get me, and how nothing is really been done to even try to even sort the situation out.
Yeah, because black people sit down on their backside as usual, brother, and don't do anything, right? What if you get 100,000 black people right now to take it seriously and get on board right now? Yeah? Get some paper draft up. Get some law and some human rights paper draft up right now. Right now. Go to the House of Parliament. Send letter. Bombard the MP. Bombard the Prime Minister.
But what they're going to say is that's not their citizen. So that's what they will lead down to.
It's humanitarian act, brethren. It's human rights.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, under whatever Geneva conference and whatever agreement they have, it is human rights. It is not dog rights, or cat rights, or pigeon rights. It is human rights, and it is stated in their laws.
I know, but does black have rights?
Of course, black people have rights.
No, but it not look like it.
Because black people sit down and allow it to happen. Black people sit down and allow things to happen. Do you know what I mean? How many black people right now, you tell a black man right now, how many businesses do we own? Go back to even that. Yeah? Even here in Mosside. Yeah. You know, I was speaking to an English brethren, a white brethren, and the brethren said to me, I prefer when Jamaicans were in the place. But now you don't see a lot of Jamaicans. And I said, you can't blame other people if they want to come and buy up the houses and buy up the businesses and set up. You can't blame them. No. Because at the end of the day, what were we doing as Jamaicans when we were here? We should have owned properties. We should have owned lots of businesses and the whole of Claymont Road. You know, you have business, and we could have done it.
Yeah, should be Jamaican.
See, and the council back then, because people were lobbying, people were standing up and doing stuff, the council back then would give you community centers. Yeah. What are we doing with some of these West Indian centers? Are we doing anything? Are we getting involved? So that means it show you that if we can't get involved in certain things in our community, brother, how are we gonna get certain things involved in the next part of the world? You know what I mean? You and me, what are we doing to? We just talking about the black people in Ukraine.
Right now, we have to basically, what going on under our nose right now, we even can't take care of that, never mind Ukraine.
Exactly. So all we're doing is just talking. It's just a bunch of empty drum here roll down the street. Bogodom makes so much noise.
No action.
Right? No action are behind it. So all we need to do now, why can't we just go to our local MP, march down, get a few people, go and knock on the office, who is the local MP, speak to them, ask them if we can book an appointment. We're not going there violently. Go and ask if we can book an appointment a date so we can see them. We need to speak to them. What can we do? We need to send them emails. We need to bombard them. We need to bombard. Did you know that even the BBC or the MEN, whatever, Daily Mail, you know that if they print something, they publish something in the newspaper, right? And if it's not accurate and you know it's not accurate, they will leave it there no matter what, as long as nobody says anything. But did you know that if you complain, did you know that if you bombard them, they can change it? You know, the editor can actually change the story there and then. But nobody don't do anything. So what the people in the Ukraine, how many black prime minister or president or if any country standing up?
I talk about it.
They're not talking about it themselves. So why are we expecting
who is we anyway to talk about make anything? Huh?
Boris Johnson. We can't expect Boris Johnson to talk about it when we're not talking about it ourselves. If we put Boris Johnson to hold him to account, he's gonna have to speak about it because it's the people's right. I'm sure you can't get more than 100 signatures. You can petition, set up something on the internet and sign it round, and once the MP, if it moves more than 100,000 signatures, them have to look at it. They have to look at it, no matter what. They have to look at it and say, you know what, we have social media with the back in Bridging. And if people never start sharing stuff, I'm grateful for the people who doing something. Because if people never start sharing things, then we wouldn't see it and we wouldn't even know what's happening.
We wouldn't know a lot of stuff was going on.
So that's the part of it. But then we have to do it on a diplomatical side, where we basically need to reach out to the local MP so he can reach out to other MPs who are above him, and then they can reach out to the PM. It's just like that.
But we need strength, because our strength alone are going to show them for make them act as if we care, innit?
Yeah, well, there's a saying, you know, where me as a Muslim, my Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said, a strong man is not a man who overpower people with strength, you know? A strong man is a man who can control his emotions, his anger and stuff. So we need strength, but we also need unity. We need unity. You understand? Because everybody unite. Right now, if what are we right now decide to do one thing, let's say for example, because we're gonna cook a pot of food, and look for the amount of differences, man are gonna say, nah, Bridget, I don't want no dumpling. Yo, we are talking about, don't want a rice, me want, and then it's a bit of conflict.
So while you're at it, let me just ask, because while you're there, Ukraine, you might as well just finish it on this, Well, do you think so Putin should have invaded and shouldn't invade? What's your personal take?
Well, to be honest, that down to Putin and that down to...
No, but just ask you, what you think? For me personally, if you ask me, me think Putin should violate, should, and to me, the quicker I take over Kiev, and the more better it is, then it not start the World War III. Because see, as long as it's going to carry on, people are going to push in them nose. See, and you see, once them start pushing them nose, things are going to escalate. See?
Alright. There's always an agenda behind these things, right? I'm not in Putin's head, and I'm not in the president Ukraine's head to know what's going on, right? Sometimes all these things are behind the scene, like in the Iraq war, the Afghan war, but people now just starting to find out why they've invaded these countries, right? Now, like I said to you before, the missile crisis down in Cuba, where Ukraine puts where Russia put them, it's the same thing America doing in Ukraine.
Exactly.
So they're trying to arm them. So how the hell you gonna set up your NATO base and your military base right under a superpower's doorstep? Yeah? In Britain, they crushed Northern Ireland once. They invaded Northern Ireland and they took down some independent flag that they had, right? Just to put up the Union Jack, right? Now, that's what I'm saying in politics. You can't look at things one-sided. You know, I don't know much about Putin. I don't care much about Putin, right?
But
if
Putin
says, but Putin said he's defending is scared.
Makes sense.
It does make sense. Do you know what I mean? And if the Ukrainian general, the people, who don't really know what's going on, then that's not fair upon these people, because us as people, we never really know what these culprits are up to. You know, these culprits are up to things that we don't know about. Yeah? Why did they invade Iraq and Afghanistan? Why? Weapon of mass destruction. Everybody know that there was no weapon of mass destruction. Well, we're just gonna go in anyway. Saddam is a bad man, right? But Iraq was a civilized country before.
Exactly.
Iraq produces the best scientists and the best doctors. Do you know what I mean? So, but you went in and you destroy a country, destroy nearly 1.5 million people, killed brethren, and this is like it's nothing, right? And for a country who's not a threat to your country, but just because you want the oil that's based in Kirkuk, which is up in the north, and in Basra, which these places are rich in oil. So what I'm saying now, the agenda which Ukraine was a part of the Soviet Union, right? Ukraine were armed, Kiev, all these places were left with a lot of military firepower, and then Russia said, you know what, now you want to complete independence, which we respect that, right? But now you want to join up with another force with the West, right? So it's about capitalism and communism. If I was to talk and say I'm a socialist right now, and I was to to speak out that I'm a socialist, right? First of all, I probably wouldn't even get a job from some place. Some people wouldn't even give me a job. Some people just brush me off and dislike me and hate me. My neighbor would fall out with me. But what is socialism then? What is socialism? Well, I don't like it. But what is socialism? Has anyone studied what socialism is? Okay. Socialism, if you read about it, then you'll understand about it. I'm not defending it. Right? But then if you ask them, what is capitalism?
So elaborate on socialism for you then.
Socialism basically, Regin, it's like everything's belong to the government in a way. Right? So the government is own most businesses, more shares in and they basically, like for example in Cuba, all the businesses, some businesses are for the public and some are for the government. Right, so the government basically, they dictate things. But then capitalism in a sense also dictate things. But capitalism makes it look like it is nice.
But it's not.
But it is not nice. So none of them are really nice. Because capitalism, everything is based on for the rich.
Black TV, man.
One
side real talk.
One is for the government and the other one is for the rich and the powerful and the elite. Do you know what I mean? So for example, us as people living around these areas, right? You want a job, they set up a way where they pay you in terms of your wages, where they actually can give you more, right? They can give you more. You can't allow to borrow certain money from the bank. You can't allow to set up certain businesses unless these people, the rich and the powerful, decide that they want to let you do that. So the rich and the powerful running certain things. Communism, it's mostly the government that's running certain things. So they dictate. But none of them are really different. None of them are really different because they're puppeteers. They're playing puppetry with people. You know, they're controlling you and dictating your life and telling you what to do and how to do it. Virgin, if you wanna put a planter here on the street, you need permission from the council.
You do.
So you have to go through the big man. If this tree is a hindrance to you right now, you can't just cut it down. You have to go through the council. But every minute I'm walking and I'm hitting into the tree. Right? The trees are hindrance, but you have to go through the council, through the government if you want to remove it. So they're all done. They're all tax the hell out of you.
Mafias.
They're all extortionists. That's what they do. They extort you. Yeah, and I'm not saying that we don't need governments. Of course we need government, because you're always going to need a head
leader,
to rule the people. But none of them are honest anyway. They're all dishonest people.
Politics, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Politics.
what we do, we just basically, we're just as Bob Marley said, we're trotting on a wine press.
Simple.
Yeah, that's all it is. We're just on a ship run by the captain and the crew. Yeah, so if anything, they're ready for chew you off the ship. If they want.
Like and subscribing to Must Side Talk TV.
Long time. Yeah. Must Side Talk TV.
Yeah, man.
Watch it.